Hey guys, Trailblazer here and welcome back to the channel. Warthunder's latest update, Hornet Sting, is bringing one of the most advanced aircraft in the game, the Su-30SM, also known as the Flanker H. It's fast, it's deadly, and it's got thrust vectoring, meaning this thing can pull off some of the craziest maneuvers we have seen so far. But how does it actually perform in battle? Let's take a deep dive into what this jet is capable of. Alright, let's start with what makes the Su-30SM really stand out. Its thrust vectoring nozzles. Unlike most jets in the game, this thing has 2D thrust vectoring, meaning it can control the direction of its exhaust to perform ridiculous high-angle maneuvers. You can pull post-stall turns, cobra maneuvers, and insane dodges that other jets just cannot keep up with. Powering this beast are two AL-31FP engines, each producing 7,220 kgf of thrust without afterburners and 11,660 kgf when you light it up. While it's not the fastest jet in the game, its sheer agility and control more than make up for it. And there's a new, huge addition to Warthunder, a new control setting called Switch Maneuver and Limits Mode. This lets you disable the angle of attack limiter on modern jets like the Su-30SM, FA-18 and the Su-27. Allowing you to fully take advantage of the post-stall maneuvers. If you don't have this bound, you're not using the Su-30SM to its full potential. Now let's talk about the radar and avionics. Agility is great, but what about electronics and targeting systems? The Su-30SM comes with the N011M Bars Radar, which is a very capable system for both air and ground combat. For air targets, it has track while scan (TWS) mode, allowing you to engage multiple enemies at once. But, more importantly, it has a helmet-mounted sight, HMS, meaning you can lock onto enemies even when they're way off the side, perfect for launching R-73 missiles at crazy angles. On the ground attack side, it comes with TWS-GMTI and SRC-GMTI, which lets you detect moving targets on the ground. And to make things easier, you've got the T220 Targeting Pod with thermal optics, making target identification a breeze. With all this tech, the Su-30SM isn't just a dogfighter. It's a multi-role powerhouse that can handle both air and ground threats. Now, let's get into the fun part, the weapons. This thing can carry a ridiculous amount of firepower. For air-to-air combat, the Su-30SM can carry up to 14 missiles with different loadout options. Some of the most powerful setups include 12 R-77-1s and 2 R-73s, 8 R-77-1s and 6 R-73 air-to-air missiles. There are other variations depending on your preferred playstyle. With this kind of a loadout, you can engage multiple enemies at once and still have enough missiles left for backup. So no more worrying about running out of missiles. On the air-to-ground side, the Su-30SM doesn't hold back either. You get access to KH-29L and the KH-29TD, KH-38ML, UPAB-500B and the UPAB-1500 Clyde bombs, the KAB-L and the KAB-TV precision bombs, the Grom-2, a long-range standoff Clyde bomb. With all these options, the Su-30SM can dominate both air and ground battles, making it one of the most versatile jets in the game. Weaknesses. So this jet is looking pretty OP, but it's not invincible. Here are some of the key weaknesses you need to watch out for. It's not the fastest. Faster jets like the F-15E, Eurofighter Typhoon will outrun you, especially when carrying a full loadout of all 14 air-to-air missiles. Big target. It's easier to hit compared to smaller jets. You're easier to lock onto and shoot down. Fuel consumption. If you overuse afterburners, you'll burn through fuel quickly. Severe energy loss in post-stall maneuvers using thrust vectoring with AOA limiter off can leave you nearly stationary, making you an easy target if you don't recover properly. Final verdict. Is the Su-30SM worth grinding for? Well, let's break it down. It's got next-level agility with thrust vectoring, advanced radar and avionics, massive multi-role weapons loadout, can carry up to 14 air-to-air missiles, the new AOA limiter switch lets you use post-stall maneuvers. It's also not the fastest jet, it's a big target. So, overall, if you love dogfighting or ground attack, it's definitely worth the grind. Thrust vectoring alone makes it one of the most fun planes to fly in Warthunder, and its crazy loadout makes it a true multi-role powerhouse. But what do you think? Are you grinding for the Su-30SM? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Warthunder content. Take care and see you in the next one.